Thanks to you, Squid, for the raid. Thanks to anybody joining me. I need to put on my headphones. Oops. All right. Thanks to anybody joining me. We are streaming Craft and Compile. You can see that we are going to be going and fixing our aluminum factory up here. Not really fixing so much as just continuing to expand it, I guess. Base cam. I had this webcam lying around, so I thought, I might as well use it. That'd be pretty cool. I do like Discord. The main reason I haven't set one up yet for Craft and Compile is pretty much just because I've been lazy and I don't really have much followers yet, so... But maybe it'll help get followers, I don't know. I hadn't really thought of actually attracting people with something like that. So yeah, if you want to make that, that'd be cool. I do plan on making it eventually, though. Anytime I'm looking down, too, that's usually going to be me reading chat or looking at my animals. I need to get a secondary monitor or something so that I can have two monitors. I like having two monitors, well, actually three monitors at work, but I don't have any more than one monitor at home. They're kind of expensive, so... Though they're pretty good priced right now because of all the holiday sales going on. So we're back at the Meg-Aluminum factory here. Last time we streamed, we got all of these blueprints set up. We've got these nice little buttresses set up here and this entire wall. Now we have to go and actually finish the rest of this foundation because we've only got this one wall. Thankfully, the blueprints are already set up now, though, so that should at least help make this a lot faster. I'm also going to have to remember how far the distances were on each of these. I believe, yeah, that one was 5 away. So we'll just go ahead and count out 5 here. Alright, so now we've got those deleted, we can go ahead and place our little blueprint here for this pillar. Well, the buttress, actually, first. Alright. Should be able to get this to line up just like that. Perfect. Oh, that was... I accidentally placed the column. How did I do that? There we go. That's the one I wanted. Go ahead and place this. It'll... There. Perfect. How do I know I clicked the buttress that time. What the just happened? This game just is Ada fucking with me? Oh, I forgot to grab my advent calendar gift. I've got a couple of them because I haven't played in a couple of days. That's why I named it oddly. It should just be called Buttress. That was me being an idiot. I'll say it was past me fucking with future me. I should add that I'm cross-streaming right now for the first time as well, so this is also live on YouTube. If anybody's watching from YouTube, howdy, thank you so much for joining. I don't have the YouTube chat visible to me, so if you're talking on YouTube, I have no idea right now until I get a second monitor, but I can see Twitch chat, so if you want to talk to me, head on over to Twitch if you're on YouTube. I doubt anybody is watching, though, other than Squid and friends. But a man can hope. You'll watch you. Thanks, Squid. We'll just go ahead and finish this. That way we don't have to build our support column down here. That should be almost done. Got to get our cool looking purple pillar up here though. Down here. Yes. Cool purple pillow. Except it does look kind of like a pillow, like, once it's that color, I don't know. I know it's supposed to be metal, but it does look kind of soft and cozy. Maybe that's just me. Gotta continue our cool purple signs as well. Need to get the power over here. My nose is itchy. The power. Those keep falling off of my hover pack. I don't like falling off my hover pack. Alright, so we've got that buttress now. The next one should be four over, I believe. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to wing it and pretend like that's what I remembered. Because I'm pretty sure it is. In fact, I almost guarantee it because that is how wide I made the wall blueprint. You can actually copy blueprints with like middle mouse button, or sample I guess is what it's called. You have to be in blueprint deconstruction mode though, and then you can middle mouse button a blueprint. Kinda cool little feature in this game. So this one I am going to use the actual wall, or the actual blueprint that I made for this, just because it's going to make this a lot faster. A little bit wasteful, but who cares? Should be able to snap. And actually have to take foundation over. Snap it, but that's alright. Did it just snap what I want to? Now I can place that little foundation here. Line it up with nudge. Nudge is a game changer. I honestly can't believe I was playing this game before they implemented nudge. Yeah, makes placing things so much easier. I actually started before they even had blueprints. I believe I started in update 6. Might have been right at the end of update 5, though. What's my favorite color? Honestly, like, deep foresty greens, but a second favorite is probably purple, honestly. Yeah, I like green and purple, and I like... Actually, that's the color scheme that I have my desktop set up to, is green and purple. So those are definitely my favorite colors, but I like all colors for the most part. So that's looking pretty good. Just gonna have to replace all of these with our 4-meter foundation so that the wall lines up properly. That really quick, so we don't forget later, because I know I will forget later if I don't do it now. I don't have a hex code for my favorite purple color. Yeah, I would have to look, honestly, because I do have a color that I've picked out that I really like, but I would have to search through like some of the images that I've made that use that color to know which one it is. I don't know the hex off the top of my head. I think we can probably get away with just another 4 here. We'll do that. I should probably just set these in my hot bar, that way I don't have to keep grabbing them from my build menu, but, well, hasn't bugged me too much yet. Yeah, this is so much faster to build now that I've got these blueprints set up. Setting up these blueprints was a bit of a pain in the butt, but yeah. So now I'm gonna just go over to the other corner, add a couple of buttresses, because I want to make sure that the central part of it at least is, you know, more or less lined up. Keep everything symmetric if possible. At least for this build, I want the base to be symmetric. I think I'm going to go with some asymmetry up here, especially because there's a train depot right here. So a good bit of asymmetry here would work really well, I think. So let's go and just delete this here. So we place our corner. Should be able to get it lined up really easily. There we go. And just nudge it over a little bit. Golden. And what I'm gonna do, we've got our radar tower here. I want to keep this radar tower as part of the build, because it looks kind of cool. It's got a little foundation platform and stuff. But also because this part of the factory I plan on keeping relatively flat. I may or may not do some kind of tunnel for the trains to drive through, but I don't actually have anything for the trains to go to yet, as you can see. I've got some train lines in several locations, so we've got this line that goes from here, roughly from Rotterdam here, over down to... Yeah, I haven't named like any of these. Over to Milano, and then we have Milano that goes up to our Quartz Quarry here. I did name that one. That was the first train station I made, actually. Which then goes over to Tilburg, and you can see I've got Amsterdam down here. Actually, I named the Polar, or the North Pole's train depot as well. So we've got the Polar Express here clogging up whatever that train station is, but then we've got some train tracks that go over here, and then we've got trains that go from here over to the North Pole up here, and then we've got a train line that goes pretty much all the way down to like this region, I believe. I haven't taken this train in a while, but it doesn't actually do anything. I've just kind of done the Factorio thing where I've expanded out with trains, but because of the way this game works compared to Factorio, I haven't actually had to gather resources from any of the places that these trains lead to. But I probably will eventually. Well, I almost guarantee I will eventually, because there's a bunch of coal here, there's some good, just standard resources, but there's also apparently uranium, and we've got more quartz and SAM ore, so we're definitely going to have to go back into that cave again sometime. Yeah, that cave is dangerous. There are many, many big stingers in there. The cats will kill your ass, they will. Except they're not cats for me. If anybody has arachnophobia, that's a fair warning. I do not have arachnophobia mode on, so they are actually stingers and not cats. So we're just gonna finish up our corner here. Cool. Alright, so we need to go 5 over. 5 over for the first one, right? Now I have to double check. Do a quick sanity check. It's already starting to look this cool now. I can't imagine how cool it's going to look when it's done. Although, it could be one of those things where you just add too much, where I just end up adding too much detail and then it looks like shit in the end. Who knows? Yeah, it is 5. I should eventually set up some hypertube travel around the map as well. For the most part, though, I just use conveyor belt launchers and then jetpack to wherever I'm going. Because of the liquid biofuel, you can just jetpack around the whole map now. Sorry about that. Nose just would not stop itching. It's probably because I have my webcam on, and you can all see me itching my nose now. So my nose is extra itchy. That's usually how things like that work, right? Alright, so lay down another buttress here. Buttress is a fun word. It does not sound like a structural component of a building. Next one was only 4 over. Power. Need to bring the power over. Where is it? Must be just the train line. So yeah, I really do need to bring the power over here. Right. Now I shouldn't fall off my hover pack again. So this might be lining up perfectly. Pretty close anyways. Yeah, that's our 4. It's 3, so yeah. It's this buttress. Come on. It. Oh, there we go. Only hit my macro there. Damn it. God dang it, Bobby! Yeah, Hank Hill joined the stream for a second there. We've got 7 in between. We could just leave this open. This is another pretty good area for some kind of entrance. Or we could add one central pillar right here, which might make it look... I don't know, we'll just try that and see how that looks. So blow up these plants really quick. Cool. I kind of like how that looks. You can't even hardly tell that it's too close that they're closer together from a distance, and because it's literally right in the center, it doesn't bother me too much since it's still symmetric. Nice load-bearing foundation here for the Meg-Aluminum factory that will go atop it. Looks like we're fine the column here, but we do need some columns here and to do some terrain clearing here. I hate these little indestructible plants. Coffee stain should fix the indestructible plants, please. Why can you blow up those ones, like the fully grown one? Because I'm pretty sure that is just supposed to be a fully grown version of that. So you can destroy the fully grown ones, but not the baby ones. That doesn't make any sense. Pretty sure it's gotta be a bug. Alright. Blow them up there. See, all of those plants, except this little baby balloon tree. The damn baby balloon trees. So, grab this here. Place our little column there. Cool. Now this side is nearly completed. We've just got to add the walls. Which I will correctly place exactly in the center this time. Right there. Do this one, we just delete most of this wall. Right there. It's exactly where we want it, I believe. Yep. And we just delete this column right here. And it is done. Oh, I guess not quite. I gotta extend it down a little bit. Actually, I want to do something a little unique since we've got water flowing here. It would look silly if there was just water flowing through the wall. I should probably also kill these so that they don't see me and get pissed off and come buzz over to me. If you just crouch next to these, they don't kill you. Something else is, though. Where is it? Oh, there he is. Grab this power slug really quick. And keep our building. Yeah, we'll just Do the standard right here. But then, right here, not exactly sure what I want to do yet. We could do just a frame wall. Might not look horrible. Oh, interesting. Replace that wall with the construction fence. There it goes. That's where I want to place it. Thank you, game. That doesn't look bad. Maybe give it some metal beams. Frame it. That doesn't concern me too much. I'm pretty familiar with Discord moderation since I'm the moderator for the Discord that I created for Exceptional Games, a company I work for. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. I mean, I wish I could flip those upside down, but don't think there's really any good way I can do that without mods. So that'll work. Oops. That blueprint right there. Place it like so. Alright, we've almost got this entire little foundation set up. Blow up more of these plants. I think I'm going to just quickly split that blueprint up. Otherwise, it's going to be a pain in the ass to put those little walls there. Alright, if we delete half of this, then we can keep the other half. No, actually, and that should be good, hopefully. It's our killer next. Oh. Alrighty. Up. I think we'll just all of these signs, place them. And do one row at a time though, that way I don't have to fly around and copy and paste the setting from one to the other. There we go. Actually, that's already placed perfectly. Just place this there. That should be enough. Perfect. I'm just going to quickly save this small wall or something. I don't know. I guess 12 meter or 16 meters. 16 meters. Which means that other wall isn't 24, it's 32 meters. Oh well. Who's counting anyways? Dang. That was fast. We're just adding walls. More and more walls. This Meg-Aluminum factory foundation is coming along very well. Like, why wasn't that lining up? Oh. Just one over too far. Might just place this one under the other one. It will let me anyways. I want to seem to let me. I was getting it to snap to the lower part sometimes. Now it's not doing it at all. I didn't know that you could snap it to the side of pillars. That's kind of cool. Not that useful right now though, because I'm trying to get it to snap to the bottom of this damn wall. Yeah, well, the foundation trick usually works. And maybe I'll just do something similar here. Cut out space for the water to flow through. Learning building tricks as I build, apparently. Probably just going to need to place a foundation if I want any of this to line up. Ow. Where the fuck did he come from? Jesus. Why do I not have any ammo on me? Must have used it all. Doesn't seem to be able to reach me from up here. Which is good for me. Because fuck that stinger. Where did it even come from? Why is there active stingers here? That was an elite gas stinger too. He had 5 remains on him. Sounds good, thank you. Must be guarding this old hard drive. Still just not exactly sure why there's enemies that spawn. I have an active... Oh, I wonder if he spawned at night, and so I have never killed him before. That could be. So when I was hanging out here at night, he spawned in. That might have been what happened right there. If not, I'm not exactly sure where he came from. Took down like 3 bars of my health, too. Asshole. How do I get... Snap. So if I do that, these little beam connectors, it seems like that allows me to snap them. So I can have them meet in the middle there. Oh, shit. That's why they're not lining up. I'm like, why is it different? Because that one is in the wrong spot. That'll do it. Off by 1 errors. The bane of my satisfactory and college experience. I think I'll place those signs vertically. That looks. Cool. Get our construction fences. Actually, I should place the frame walls first, shouldn't I? Go. We can place our construction fences there. Looks pretty good so far, I think. Yeah. Just take out these foundations and finish off these pillars, and that should be pretty good. Looks good enough for me anyways. So we will move on to the next wall. This one thankfully doesn't have any water flowing through it. So we'll just place our wall blueprint here. Right in the center. Those plants were pissing me off. They were in my way. Now they're gone. Alright. This is our little 5 by 1 wall, so we've got to do 2 of these blueprints again. Make sure it's in the center there. Make sure the sides lined up. There. Done with this wall now. Nudge it over, slap it down, complete these pillars. Alrighty. That is this side done. Yes, get it. We are building the Meg-Aluminum factory. It's not just in name only now, it's actually starting to get pretty mega. It's a big ass foundation. A lot bigger even than the foundation is for the space elevator. Fixit must be using some real strong super sci-fi materials based on how thick the central support column is and how thin the cable is. Must be using, you know, space age cabling. Though, in their defense, maybe this is just a really small planet with a low, you know, center, or with a low gravitational effect, because that is way, way too close to be in space. I get they also want you to be able to see it too, though. Sounds good. Thank you, Squid. I will certainly let you know when I hop in. So we pull 5 from here, 8 over, and then we get our next buttress down. Right there, like so. Take our little 4-meter foundations over and continue on to the next one. This one's only 7 over, so we will take it only 7 over. Alright, it is starting to bug me diving into and out of this menu so often, so I am gonna just give them to me on my bounding bar now. Buttress, 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 buttress column, buttress column, corner pillar, or walls. That should help at least. That's cool. what kind of, like what genre, I guess, of roguelike. Based on uh, Zork, I assume then? Yeah, that's cool. Very cool indeed. I do eventually plan on making game design and game development tutorials myself on the YouTube channel, obviously not so much on Twitch, but I figured one of the first tutorials I was going to make was like creating a conveyor belt system in Unity. So we'll place our corner pillar here. That way we know where it is. It's right there. I do eventually plan on playing the game that I released a few years ago with the company that I work for. We're currently working on a sequel to this game. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, it's an interesting game. It's not exactly the kind of game that I would normally play, but it was fun to work on and make nonetheless, even though I've never... I mean, it was the first professional project that I had worked on, so that's also really cool. Keep going into that out of habit now. So we've got 4 over, and then we've... Just like so. That, deleted it. It's column. Buttress, right there. Cool. That is this side of buttresses done. Let's finish adding these foundations here, just so we don't forget. Alright, clear out that debris, and I still went into the build menu. So that... yeah, right there. delete all of this, that we can place a new one other side and finish this wall. So seeing these beams just made me realize that I forgot to place them on the other side that we just finished. There you go. I say yes. You know the Meg-Aluminum factory must be getting large when it's starting to kill my frame rate. I mean, I'm still getting above 30 on average, but OBS don't want to capture it. That sounds about right. Alright, so we've now actually got that side finished, and now we can keep working on this side. I've never beat Half-Life. I've played Half-Life 2, I've never played Half-Life 1, but I've never beaten 2. Speaking of Valve games, though, my buddy and I play a lot of Left 4 Dead sometimes. Backwards there. I hate that this damn plant is just going to be right in the middle of my wall, because apparently that's just my luck. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure I own Half-Life Alyx because I planned on buying a VR set and then never bought a VR set. If $4 is a steal for those games, though. Eh. There we go. Remember to finish the pillar this time. I mean the beam. I'll just hide it with a billboard. Yeah, that'll work. Fix it. There we go. Now it's properly hidden. That way I don't see it anymore and it doesn't bug me. Fix it. I'm a little quiet? Okay. I think it's just because I'm not talking into the microphone very well. This microphone is really sensitive, but also not at the same time. I don't know. It continues to be an issue even when I'm speaking into the microphone. Let me know. And I'll go ahead and just boost the volume in OBS. Could also be because I'm not projecting my voice very well. Sometimes I just get distracted and forget that I'm streaming and talking to people. This game is very easy to do that too. So this is 6. So we need to do that side. And we can take this to the other side there. Yep. And oh, right there. Can you see the chat? Alright. Yeah, I'll bump it up really quick. Alright, let me know if that helped. So, ow. I think I'm just gonna be lazy right here. Or rather not lazy, I guess, depending on your point of view, and just pull these down. Grab this pillar here. Grab this beam. Grab our cool looking purple color here to paint our beams. Just need to grab these as well. Can't hear me unless I have the phone near me. That's strange. I haven't changed my audio settings from the last stream that I did. There's a delay, a big one. Wonder if I'm running out of bandwidth streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, I have Xfinity, unfortunately, so the upload speed that I have is absolute dog trash, even though I have good download speed. I wouldn't think that the delay would make the sound quieter, though, you know? You should say candy. Candy. I think that's normal, that there's going to be some delay. I think up to like 200 to 500 milliseconds is probably pretty normal, but I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Yeah. How's the quality of the stream other than the delay there, I guess? Is it cutting out a lot? The audio is better now. I am speaking into the microphone more now, and I also boosted my volume by 2 decibels. Hoping both of those fixed it, you know? For the most part, I think it is just speaking into the microphone, though. This microphone really does kind of require me to speak right into it. But if I turn the gain up on this microphone, then it picks up every little keyboard sound and mouse sound and sniffle that I make, too. It's got good audio quality for the most part, from what I've heard, but yeah. Stream quality has been great. Sweet. That is what I like to hear. I guess I pay for gigabit internet for some reason. Usually I'm just pretty sure that Xfinity is stealing my money, but But my internet doesn't cut out very often at my house either, so that's a nice thing as well. Nobody likes it when their internet cuts out. So that is... Then we do one more on this side, don't we? So we're going to need 7 there. This down. It's also good that the stream quality is good, even though I'm while streaming to both Twitch and YouTube, I guess. That means that I should hopefully be able to handle that in the future as well. Eventually there's going to be a new internet provider coming to my area. They were supposed to be here like last year, and then it was supposed to be spring of this year, and then it turned to summer of this year, and then it turned to winter of this year, and now it's spring of next year is when they're saying they're going to offer their service in my area. But the TDS Fiber is a great internet provider, and their prices are a lot more competitive than Xfinity's are, and they also have symmetric upload and download. So basically, if you buy gigabit internet, you're getting gigabit upload and gigabit download, unlike Comcast, where you're getting the crap. You're getting like, I think I get 20 to 25 is what they claim that I'm supposed to get for upload, even though I'm getting gigabit internet for download. During framing. Okay, cool. I'm glad to hear that. I am recording as well, so my CPU is pretty taxed right now. So I'm glad to hear that it's not stuttering or cutting out a lot. That was a big issue that I had when I first started trying to stream many years ago. It's crazy that it was many years ago now, but yeah, I guess a few years ago would be more accurate, but it was like, basically, I had webcam problems, so the webcam that I had some kind of driver issue with it or something, where basically it would just stop recording, and when it stopped recording, the audio stopped recording, regardless of what device I was using to record the audio. So basically I would just have to restart my stream 3 or 4 times whenever my camera just decided to shit out on me. Oh, hell yeah. Set up the bot notifications already, too. Thanks, Squid. Appreciate it. Nice. Once this is done, then we can start pulling in the rest of our resources, I think, is what we're going to do next. And once that is done, it's actually time to start building the damn thing. I do like placing the machines and then kind of framing it around that, but maybe we'll try a little combination of both. I know a lot of people will build the structure out before they go and build all the machines, but I don't know, I like function and form, so I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to go for. And usually to get the best function and form, that requires you to think about both at the same time. Why will it not let me place this where I want it to go? Oh, there it goes. First world problems, right? Ham and cheese and sour cream, huh? That's an interesting combo. I've never heard that before, honestly. I'm not a big fan of sour cream myself. Truly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also pretty lazy. That's why I have a mini fridge in my office downstairs. That way I can keep my snacks down here, so I don't have to go all the way upstairs to grab my snacks. Huh. I, I've never heard of sour cream on a sandwich, dude. That's a new one to me. I've always been kind of a picky eater, and I've never actually liked sour cream. Everybody always looks at me like I'm crazy when they're all loading up nachos or burritos or whatever, and or like baked potatoes and stuff, and they're putting their sour cream, and I'm like, no sour cream. It's a squid coater thing. Yeah. I've heard of using mayo in place of butter for a grilled cheese. Grilled cheese is basically 90% of my diet. I'm probably like mostly grilled cheese by volume at this point, but grilled cheese, I've heard of some people using mayonnaise instead of butter to like fry the bread with, and I've tried it before, or rather I've had somebody else give me a grilled cheese with it before, and I was not a fan. Like, I don't know. I can get my grilled cheese plenty crispy just using butter, and then it has delicious buttery flavor instead of mayonnaise, which doesn't really have much flavor. Can you tell I'm not a fan of mayonnaise either? I have heard of that, yeah. Using mayo in baked goods and stuff. I've heard of using sour cream in baked goods as well, actually. All this talk of food is gonna make me hungry. I mean, I'm already hungry, but gonna make me more hungry. So we go and place our walls, and we've almost got the foundation for the Meg-Aluminum factory. This factory is probably going to be the biggest factory that I've ever made in Satisfactory as well. I mean, it's taking me many hours just to build the damn foundation, so Oh yeah, some country potatoes, skillet potatoes. I think they have different names depending on where in the country you are, but I definitely know what you're talking about. For any non-Americans, if there's any non-Americans watching, basically what he's referring to is just diced potatoes with onions and peppers. Sometimes some cheese and obviously lots of spices and stuff like that. It's a very delicious breakfast meal. Yeah, I like me some potatoes. I like taters. Love how I'm still using this the build menu even after I went and placed them all in my hotkey bar. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make me grilled cheese for dinner after this stream is over. I am a very unhealthy eater, honestly. I eat like right before bed every day. And I eat the same kind of meals every day. Grilled cheese, pizza, pasta. That's my diet right there. Salad, I guess, but yeah, that makes sense. I feed my animals in the hour before I stream. So at least somebody in my household is getting fed, even if it's not me. Right. We are very near completing the foundation for this Meg-Aluminum factory. Just gotta go and place these little bottom elements here. Like, what the hell is running next to me? It's a little lizard doggo with antlers and a button red nose. Ooh. Need to place anything on that side. So here we'll do another one of our little water inlet things. Looked pretty nice. So we'll keep that going. We go and place our construction fences here again. Goes. This one looks different than the other one did. I guess the frame wall is on the wrong spot, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Get it all then and recreate it. Yeah, I can see that for some people. It's a lot like Minecraft in that aspect, I guess. Minecraft, you just gotta place every single block by hand, so it takes a long time to do anything in that game as well. I do like these kind of creative games, though. Like, Valheim is another game that I got into for a while. I'm not sure then. I find this very similar play style, I guess. Like you kind of go out and make the combat yourself if you want some, or you just stick around and build your factories if you're not feeling like killing stingers or hogs, or you just turn it onto passive. Minecraft is, at least once you actually have a base set up, is pretty similar, right? Like you don't really have to deal with skeletons or zombies once you have torches. And it's been a long time since I've played Minecraft, though. The last time I played, they had just added rabbits, I think, so that should tell you how long ago it's been. Splatoon. Yeah, you were telling me that's the mod, right? $1.8? Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. They hadn't even added dual wielding yet. They were, when I was not, when I, like, right around the time I stopped playing, they were talking about adding it, and they were, like, showing, oh yeah, you'll have, like, shields and stuff like that. But I stopped playing right around then. Are there really two of these indestructible fucking things right next to each other? Ugh, why does this game do this to me? Ugh. I did kind of hope that these annoying little bugs would have been patched out with the 1.0 release. Oh, I see. That's cool. What exactly does Splatoon do? Okay, was that it? Was that our last piece? Have we finished the foundation of the Meg-Aluminum factory? I believe we have. Aha! Let's do a quick fly around and double check, but I think that is the Meg-Aluminum factory's foundation done. I definitely see what Raging Gordon was talking about with these walls looking like garage doors, kind of, though. Oh, oh, I just saw something I messed up on. This one's backwards. Just commands run very... Sounds good. Backwards again. Damn it. God dang it, Bobby. I am. Wham. Wham bam. I believe that's done. Let's make this match a little bit more so it doesn't look like it was kind of slapped on as an afterthought. And we've got to color it with cool looking purple color. Alrighty, so just keep our fly through going. I believe this side is good. We've already done a couple of flyovers of this side, but gonna need to figure out exactly how I want this to join up with our railroad. I haven't really designed much for the railroad. I did design like this little platform, which is more or less just intended to have a beam sticking out of the bottom to connect it to the ground. Like that. And I've got a couple more pieces, but really I just did that to make these easier to build and not look super ugly. You can see I just let them float for here. But right here, we could have a cool little entrance or something where the train comes into the base. It looks like Squid has sent me the stuff. And I need to join server really quick. Right. I have joined Craft and Compile's server. And let me just set up really quick. I can show you all that. Let's see, how exactly do I want? Ha 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 ha. Can do so just. That's what I'll do. Makes sense. Yeah, I was probably pretty quiet right there. I was more or less just mumbling myself, but we're getting Squid Coders. I'm getting something ready so that we can show off Squid Coders Splatoon for Minecraft. Uh, oh, okay. It's one of these games, and so you're supposed to capture as much space with the paint as you can, right? And your enemy, your other opponents are supposed to go and color the tiles and get more colored tiles than you, right? Very cool. Very cool. There's a link that Squid Coder sent me to Splatoon if anybody wants to check it out. Oh yeah. I can see the delay now that I'm looking at it on the stream manager on my browser. The delay is pretty significant, isn't it? I don't know if that's normal or not. It says that I have excellent quality though. No recommended changes. So I hope that's just normal. Keep doing our flyover now. Yeah. Not sure I like the light behind this part of the wall. I think we'll change that really quick. Oh, forgot beams. Can't forget the beams. Otherwise it just looks off. Looks like this was missing a little bit of painted beam as well. Oh, I found something I messed up on. That's floating. I want that to be floating. So let's finish this off. Means we need a little bit more painted beam here as well. No problem. Some painted beam. We'll need this sign right there. Bam. Alright, we fixed that. That is still orange. Grab our cool looking purple color. It's the painted beam right there. Grab our cool looking purple color. Alright. Cool. Yeah. I should add, this is all totally unnecessary, Squid. I could just be playing the game how I had been up to this point before starting the Meg-Aluminum factory, which is basically just slapping down a bunch of foundations, slapping down a whole bunch of machines in rows and tying them all together. So there's a lot of flying platforms holding lots of machines. This is the first factory here in this playthrough that I'm actually trying to make look like a cool factory. And that's where this game starts taking a long time, is when you're trying to be creative and build big, extensive, and overkill builds. This is definitely overkill. You don't need a base this big. Pretty much all the factories in this game can be designed really small and compact because you can use power shards to increase the speed of the machines, and then you can use sloops to increase the output of the machines as well. So you can actually make a single machine produce 5 times as much resources as a single machine normally would per second. So there are definitely ways to play this game more efficiently. Yeah, a lot of people that I've seen on Reddit have beaten this game in like 100, 150 hours. I'm pretty sure I'm already at 150 hours in just this save alone. Yeah, I'd have to double check, but I know I've got over 500 hours in the game entirely, and I've never beaten it because I get distracted and start building big crazy shit. Ada really doesn't like me. She's showing me another totally normal Fixmas gift here. I ain't falling for that one again, though. You press that and you get nuked. Alright, so we've done our fly-through. The foundation is looking pretty foundation-like. So now, what will we work on? I'm gonna remove this because I didn't do that on any of the others. So it does look kind of nice. Damn it. Cool. So if we head on inside, that... I don't know why, but when I'm inside of this place, it looks fucking massive now. From the outside, when you're just flying around or flying above it, I don't know, it doesn't look as big, I guess. It's kind of hard to get a sense of scale in a game where you can just fly around on your hover pack, I think, and jump like 15 meters in the air or something with your robotic exoskeleton legs. But then when you open it up and you come onto the inside, you just realize how expansive this thing actually is. I mean, it's got a small lake in the center of it, or big pond, little waterfall. Pretty cool. So, I'm thinking what I can do is I can take this over on that height. Now, I'm gonna keep this on that same height as the entrance. I think that looked a little better. Nothing wrong with some difference in height here. Alright, here's gonna be our little nature conservation area. On account of I can't destroy that stupid fucking plant, so The fun little Easter egg. Makes a bonking sound when you hit the glass. It's all good. We are just building a little nature conservation to trap the stupid plant that we can't destroy. There. Should put a little sign. That way we can describe to the world how beautiful our nature preserve is. Maybe a green here. This is nature and stuff. There. We have our beautiful nature preserve. I love how it's right in the middle of this road, too. Thankfully, I'll probably never actually need to use that road for vehicles, but... well. And fingers crossed that they will eventually make those stupid plants destroyable, in which case that nature conservation area is getting torn the fuck down. That's for damn sure. So we can just probably throw some bombs down all over the place. Get rid of all the plants that we can in the inside of here. Bombs. Gonna need to pull more. Thankfully, we are automating all of the munitions that I use regularly, so we can throw as many of these as we want and have no problems. I haven't really decided much what I'm going to do down here other than logistics and water. I'm thinking maybe we could have some manufacturing down here, or I could just build a base down here. It's a tough choice, honestly. There's a ton of space. We could do really whatever we wanted down here. Could be a portion of the factory. We could just design and decorate it. We could just leave it like this for the most part. It's not like we'll see it very often unless we're actually inside this building. Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with the stream elements, I think. Should be able to set that up. Sorry about that. Alrighty. I think I've almost got this all loaded up with Novelisk now. Be able to blow the roof off this building. Not really, thankfully. Thankfully, none of the buildings in this game take damage. Even if your trains collide, they don't take damage. You just have to walk over to them and click a button and they rewrite themselves. So I've only crashed a train once so far. Don't drive backwards on a track that has automated trains. They don't realize you're going backwards. Alright. Let's find a vantage point to watch the fireworks from. I fully expect my frame rate to die dramatically as I click this too. And it didn't change at all, actually. Ah, the pretty fireworks, though. Alright, this should be relatively clear of debris now. So we need water next. Let's go ahead and just place some foundations over the water here so we can line up our water extractors well. I think we want them right about there. And then I read on Reddit that you can snap water extractors to walls, which I had no idea of. My cat is starting to demand his gravy. Might have to take a break here and give him his gravy soon. He probably will hold a knife to my neck if I don't. It is not snapping to the wall. Am I doing something wrong? Probably misremembering how this is done. It's probably not just a wall. It's probably... Maybe it was the wall with conveyor slot in it. That could be. I'll try that next. Does not seem to be that one either, although could help if it was on the right level. Here's that I need to lower this more. Alright, so that's not what I was trying to do. So, why is this not snapping? I was told, I saw that this should be snapping. Maybe it's those ones I'm thinking. It just wasn't on the right level before. So now that they're on the right level, does it snap? Oh, it still doesn't. Oh, there it is. Oh. I was doing it backwards. Interesting. So you gotta point it at the wall. Huh. Okay. Think I see how that works. So basically take a wool, go over here, then we take the water extractor, like so, flip it around. There we go. That's what I want. That's what I wanted. There we are. Excellent. Now if I hold the place there, it is exactly where I want it to be. Except it actually wasn't. It should have been one over. Here we are, that's exactly where I wanted to be now. Excellent. And you can just snap the rest of them to that first one. That is so convenient. Now they're actually lined up correctly with the world grid and everything. Oh, that's nice. So I don't really know how many of these I need. So I'm just kind of placing a bunch of them. Realistically, this is probably all we'll actually need because we can actually make these spit out 300 each. So that's, you know, up to 2,400 water per minute already. But we can take this foundation. We can do one more row just because we can. Yeah, alrighty. Alright, I think that is starting to look decent. We just need to place this water extractor where we want it. Which is right there. Right? No. It's right there. Against the wall. So, right there. Perfect. These walls, and then build more of these extractors. Alright, now we're getting 1440 water per minute, assuming we don't overclock any of these. If we do overclock them, then we can actually get, you know, 2.5 times more of that, so 3,600 water per minute, which would be a lot of water per minute. I don't think we're going to need anywhere near that amount, but that's all right. We can also ship off water to other factories from here if we need to. So we have bauxite right there. We have the other bauxite. Right. No, that's coal. The other bauxite is outside over here, but very close. So we're going to start with this one inside and bring the bauxite over. Just going to go and fly over here and find exactly where our bauxite is coming to. That way we can get it lined up. Alright, so that is where we want to be. Line it. These, since I'm going to be replacing this entire roof eventually anyways. I mean, I might. I don't actually have to, but it would make more sense to have a thicker roof to support this weight. So if I fly over here, grab our bauxite, we should be able to overclock this fully. In fact, oh yeah, this is coal, not bauxite. I think that I kind of want to unlock the Mark III miners before I finish this, because that will allow me to get the maximum amount of bauxite from all of these nodes. At least the maximum amount that I can get right now, and I can design it for kind of future-proofing it as well, you know? Future-proofing would be good. I see a mistake that I have made as well. There are lights on the inside of this, and there should not be, which means that these walls are backwards. I thought I checked that. Must have missed it. Alrighty. And then somehow I did that on all four of these little walls in the interior. Silly me. Does look cool having light on the inside too, though. I would say I can't believe that I did that, but I definitely can. I'm kind of an idiot sometimes. Placed it backwards again, didn't I? Yeah. Alrighty, I have fixed the foundation there. That would have bothered me. I mean, it did bother me, so now it doesn't. Now we just need to take this coal over there, and then bauxite over there, and then this bauxite also over there. That looks close to the center. We could have this bus off center a little bit from the world grid. I don't know. It would at least match. Otherwise we have to go right here, and then that's a pretty crazy angle, isn't it? Otherwise we could go right there, and that's still a pretty crazy angle. But right in the center, it's not too crazy of an angle. We could just do that. Go up with our bus. And we can probably just follow the roof there. Something like that. Grab our conveyor. You can see we can snap to the roof here. So if we just take our conveyor belt, turn it into straight mode so that we know we're straight. And then we go over, I think, right about here-ish. That was not in the center. So if we go there, we go over here, place these belts. Guess I'll just keep the thinner roof for now. Doesn't bother me that much. I'll just say that it's fixed space age materials that allow this concrete to hold up so much weight. Accidentally deleted one that I didn't want to delete. I want that one still. Maybe this one. Something like that. And then we want this sprout up right about here so that we can merge with this coal. Don't recall how much coal we're getting from there, so that is a normal node. So we should be getting 300 from that one, just like we're getting 150 from that one. So that will combine into 450 here. Quick maths. Yeah, we do that. Oops. Alrighty. So it's a little trick that I like to use. You want to add something over another belt, snap it to the foundation, and then stack one on top of it, or as many as you need on top of it until you can merge them together like that. Yeah, we've got that set up here. Let's give it a couple supports so it don't look like it's floating. Cool. That looks pretty good. So if we just go down here, actually hook up our coal, then we've got 450 coal coming into our Meg-Aluminum factory. Once we... Actually, we should be doubling that number. We should just be assuming that all of these are already Mark III miners. So yeah, that means 300 from this miner and 600. So we're actually getting 900 total, which will oversaturate that belt, because this is just a poor little Mark V belt. Once we get Mark VI, though, then we're really cooking with fire. Cool, so we can see we've got our coal coming along here now. Over there. Now if we get our bauxite to do the same. I don't know if anybody can hear that, but my cat is very upset that I am not giving him his gravy yet. Won't stop yelling at me. Ah, that's a problem. It's not on the grid. We don't want to be building things on the wonk. I hate belts on the wonk. So we'll go ahead and fix the wonk. So we can do our little bus base here again. There we go. That looks pretty good. So now we take this bus up. So that looks better than just a random conveyor lift floating. In fact, we could even, if we wanted, just do the full bus. Doesn't it want to snap to itself? It's annoying. At least I can nudge it into place. What the? Apparently I can't because it's only nudging in 2 directions. Come on, game. Why you gotta do this? Place our foundation, or our frame walls here. Place our painted beam. There. That looks pretty good. Probably take that one out. Grab our lift. Take our freight lift up to there. Yep, excellent. Now we just gotta take conveyor belt over to the area where our conveyors converge. Hmm. Sure. If you want to send me a copy, I will take a look at it. I don't know exactly when I'll take a look at it, but I guarantee I'll take a look at it eventually. I think probably just do the same thing, same spot. So that will look pretty good, I think. Which one of these is pure? I know one of these is a pure node. So yeah, it is this one down here. So basically the reason I want to know that is if I can converge these together. Basically, normal node gives 60, but then it's multiplied by 2 for Mark II, but it's actually multiplied by 4 for a Mark III. And then we're also going to be overclocking it to 2.5 times. So basically we can get 600 out of a normal, 300 out of a impure, and then 1200 out of a pure. So that means that we can converge the normal and the impure. In fact, we could even merge a single more impure node on top of that. But we can't merge anything with the pure node bauxite. Which means I'm going to go ahead and merge these then. These can be merged, they will be. So now we've got our bauxite coming over here. Almost. We just gotta actually set up the machine to give us that bauxite. I believe I've also got to overclock this one. I don't think this one's overclocked yet. Oh, it is. Already connected. Huh. That's right, I do remember connecting that. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and overclock this. Get our 150, which we're imagining is 300 already. And then we just need that one more pure bauxite node. This one we're going to use an actual bus instead of just following along the roof, because this one we actually have to go outside. This is a new creature in Satisfactory, I'm pretty sure. I've never seen this until 1.0. It looks like it has a flower for a head, which is kind of curious because the birds also look like they have a flower for a head. Apparently there's a slug inside my factory. Yoink. Alright, so we're going to do our bus. It's a pretty small bus, thankfully, so it should look pretty decent. Basically, we've got to snap it this. Go. Right there, and then just center it here. Edge. Oh yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Thanks, Squid. Let's get the bus middle here. Snap that in. Shouldn't take it up that high. We'll take it to this level. Because there's going to be eventually a train that passes right over here, so I don't want this bus getting in the way of the train. Let's see, how far over do I actually need to take this? How far up, rather? Okay. So, that kind of sucks. See if I can't get that to work. With this, I should be able to. Bus cap. Here. So. There. Should just be in the center? I think it should just be in the center, so I'm just going to try putting it in the center there. See if that works. Hopefully that works. Bus middle. Damn it. Didn't. Put it not exactly in the center. It would have worked had I put it exactly in the center. So... bus cap. Nope. 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 Yep. There we go. So I'll go ahead and delete this line of foundations there, and then we pull our bus over to the factory. The Meg-Aluminum factory. So we get our bus span. It is a lot longer than it needs to be as well. It's alright. That's also not what she said. Definitely never heard that in my life. I wish I've heard that in my life, but nah. Alrighty, so that is... Oh, that's almost perfect, actually. Nice. Okay. So then, what we'd do is we just move these. Cool, that looks pretty good. Grab our beam. Alright, so place it on this one. Doesn't exactly look right. If I place it on... I place this one. That one looks good. Place this one. Alrighty. Now we can place our conveyor wall here. I think I'm going to paint these beams with our cool looking purple color as well to match the colors of our factory. There's got to be a way to paint the beam without destroying stuff, right? How do I... I don't think I can I? I'm gonna have to delete... Yep, I'm gonna have to delete something. Easiest thing to delete would just be to delete these as well. Unfortunately... Yep. Cool. Now we just replace the small pillar frame here. Pull our power over here. Hate how sometimes it decides that it wants to lay a power pole on the top of the foundation when I'm trying to plug a wire into the bottom of the foundation. So if I take it here, no, not right there. Actually center it instead. I think it'll look better if it's centered in the center of these foundations. So if I just take it right there, that looks pretty good. Let's take this there. Yeah. Here, flyover. Grab this. Power is far away. Everything is far away in this factory. The perks of a mega factory. Now I can kind of understand why people have fix-it cars to drive themselves around these factories. When your factory gets big enough, it makes sense. I'm gonna have to upgrade this one. Alright, so now we have power flying through this base up to that bus. Now we can delete those old power poles, because they're pretty ugly, and then we'll be able to power it through this bus. Then all we have to do is take this bauxite from here all the way across there to line up with the other bauxite over there. We're not going to be able to join these ones together, but we can at least, you know, make him look alright. So, let's go through here. And hook all of this up. Delete this. That. Cool. So, grab our power. That looks pretty decent. Wouldn't say great, but it looks decent. All right. So now we can imagine that we have 1,200 bauxite per minute coming out of this. Which means we can take this 1,200 bauxite all the way over here. Interesting. That's at a slightly different snapping point. I didn't know that. That annoys me. I'm just gonna ignore it. Just put it right there instead and then have that little bit of clipping, which you can't even see when it's full of bauxite, but yeah, looks good enough. I don't know. Has it frozen? Yeah, it looks like it has. OBS Studio. Oh no, I have it paused, so. Yeah, it looks like it's probably just you. I'm still seeing it on my screen. Yeah. Maybe? Now I'm seeing some issues. Might not just be you. Not sure exactly what the issue is, though. Try reloading. That could help. Now we need to fly our bauxite over. Cool. We've almost got some good infrastructure set up at this point, which will make building the Meg-Aluminum factory, or making it an actual factory, I should say, a lot easier. Everything's all going to be close together and organized. I think actually right there instead. Nope. Side. This side. That's where I wanted it. If I put it there, they can go side by side. So that way I don't have to do anything wonky there. And it shall all still be close together. Damn it. Alrighty. Yep. Yep, right there. Then we just take this over. As far as it'll go. I do wish there was some quality of life when it came to like building multiple conveyors into each other. Like it should just, there should be like a mode or something where you can just keep it going without having to click, 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 click. Oh, I didn't ever connect this up. Bad. Oops. So I think do it like that. How's this gonna work? So we've got so what I can do is I can pull this right there. Then kind of like weaving the bauxite in between the coal there. Like that. That should work. Yeah, that looks good. And that gives us a pretty compact space right here where we've got a bunch of coal and bauxite. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that is already hooked up there, so not too shabby. Alright, I think this is a good place to call it a stream. I've made some good progress on the Meg-Aluminum factory here. We've gotten the entirety of the foundation done. We've got all of the ores bussed to the site, which means that we can go ahead and mark this is done. I'm not going to mark setup water is done yet because we've got the water extractors there, but we don't actually have anything else. We don't have any pipes, we don't got any other water infrastructure, pumps, none of that. So I'm not going to mark that one as done, but bus ores to site, I would say, is now done, unless we want to expand the scope further for our Meg-Aluminum factory, in which case we could grab this bauxite. There's a lot over there. Oh, yeah, I'll raid for sure. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, we're getting 1,200 plus 900, so we're getting 2,100 bauxite already. That's pretty mega. We could What is this? Almost double? No, that's more than double. We could more than double it by grabbing these 4 nodes, which are all in pretty close proximity to each other, and you can see relatively close to the Meg-Aluminum factory. We would just have to have some kind of bus that comes from the Titan Forest over here to the red jungle that we're in. That could be good. Yeah, it's definitely quieter. I can hear the playback in my mic, and I'm almost I like disappear if I move away from the mic. If I'm just trying to like talk normally, I really do seemingly have to talk into the mic. So I might have to look into that a little bit. I'd rather not have to shove my face to one side to talk to you guys. That said, oops. That said, yeah, I think we're gonna head back to base and give your buddy a raid. Keltalo? Give your buddy Keltalo a raid. Definitely do that. Yeah. So this is one of my little blueprint. I've got the conveyor catapult. It is exactly what it sounds like. It's just a ramp that leads you right up to a conveyor belt. So if I grab my jetpack here, and we get a little sprint, little running sprint jump, you can see how fast we go. So it's not quite as good as a Hyperloop cannon, but it definitely still gets you across the map in short order if that's what you're using it for. Which is what we're using it for. We're going to fly back to our base very quickly and show off my little floating factories on the way there. This is the old aluminum factory that we're replacing. You can see how much smaller that is compared to the new factory that we're building. This is our oil generator area as well as oil manufacturing plant. That's the biggest factory that we've built so far in this playthrough, and probably the biggest factory that I've built in general, though I think I might have a slightly bigger one on my first playthrough, but I'd have to look at it again to see that for sure. So yeah, you can see that got us all the way back to the main base with like a little less than half of our jetpack fuel remaining, so a very efficient way to travel across the map. We'll just go ahead and do our advent calendar as well before we wind down and raid another streamer here. So it is the 18th. That means that we have 17 and 18 to find. I've already found 17, so that means we just have 18 to find, which I don't recall finding yet. So it's possible that this one is a well-hidden one. If anybody's watching and they can see this, go ahead and let me know if you see the 18. Curious if people find it faster than me. There's 19. It's not quite the 19th yet. There's 20. Oh, there it is. I found it. Fixmas board leftovers.
I thought I had destroyed every copy of this tape. How does it keep turning up? No matter. Ignore it. There's nothing interesting on it anyway. In fact, listening to it causes hallucinations, and eventually, after 7 days, your brain melts. For your own sake, I advise avoiding it at all costs.
Alright, Ada. Yeah, so that's definitely a good place to call it a stream. Go ahead and find another streamer to raid. Squid wants me to raid his friend, so I think that's who we will end up raiding. Let's see here. Keltalo. Is he the one playing Monster Hunter Rise, I assume? Alrighty. We are... Oh, I'm unable to raid Keltalo at this time, it says. Why did it say that? I'm gonna try again. Maybe Twitch is just being dumb. We are unable to raid Keltalo at this time, it says. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Makes sense. We will find someone to raid. Let's see. Orc with a bow. I am unable to raid Orc with a bow as well. We will give... Recipe, yeah, right. Uh, this sounds interesting. The least satisfying satisfactory you've ever seen. Either that or all mines to one base. Day 9 prep. 9 days of prepping. Wow. Uh, they've only got one viewer. Let's raid them. They've been uptime is 22 hours. Is that what that? Holy shit! Yeah, we're not gonna join him. He's not doing anything. Yeah, we'll just. Oh, Gentleman Zeta is a mature audience. That's all right. We'll start a raid there anyways if we can. We're unable to, so I'm just going to try to raid somebody until it lets me raid. 38 hours is Jesus. That's impressive. We require more fissile material. How's this? Yeah, they're playing. Can we raid them? We are I think we're just unable to raid anybody at all. This guy has no viewers and I still can't raid him. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We might just have to end it without raiding. Reload my thing. Can try that. I hadn't tried that. I'll try raiding Keltalo again. I'm trying this on my desktop. Yeah, Orc with a bow's channel settings do not allow me to raid at this time, it says. At least the one on my phone gives me more information. Yeah. I think I just have to end it without raiding. It says that there are no raidable channels available for me on my phone. So I think it's just not allowing me to raid. It could be maybe the age of my account or something. I'm not exactly sure, but I was no, it's not gonna let me. Yeah, it's just not gonna let me raid anybody. It seems like that's all right. Oh well, I tried. There are definitely some cool streamers out there that I could have rated had it let me, but let's see who. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I thank you for joining me, Squid, and anybody else who joined me today. I hope you have a good night as well. And I will catch you on the next one. See ya.